Yo, yo, Tsume desu. Yeah, I'm learning how to fly. Ooh, not with the mouse, which I don't want to unbind in case I need it in a pinch. But we're learning to fly. Twin stick. Which, well, I'll be honest, I'm not very good at it. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of fly around for a bit with my new controls, try to get the hang of it. I am running now throttle setup, so that's interesting and new. So I gotta be a little more precise with my throttle, but I now have quite a bit more control over what I want to do. Because, like, I can actually control that throttle. You can see I'm going way past the speed limiter pip. Okay. Let's get us up to some higher speeds. We are in my M50, so I can be a little more ridiculous with this thing. With my attritions that I love. That was really close, and I love that I was able to do that. Pull a few G's real fast. And yeah, we'll do some racing here in a bit. We might do some combat. We'll definitely do some combat. I gotta get used to this. But we're just gonna start by flying around for a little bit, get the feel for the new sticks. If I can find a way to get the stick inputs to display for the stream, we'll do that at some point. But for now, we're just gonna do some dangerous flight maneuvers. With my M50 and its ridiculousness. Yeah. We're cruising around at 500 meters a second, give or take a little bit. So we are moving. Oh, it's so good. It just feels so much more natural. Like I'm actually in control of this thing instead of blindly flying in directions. Because, I mean, it's flyable with mouse and keyboard, but man, is this so much better. Oh yeah, this is... Now that I've got the settings, look at that. Look at that. You are not doing that with a mouse. Coming a little weird there, it's fine. That's what we got all this control for. And using the settings I have a constant vector, so I know if I'm actually flying forward or not. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I forgot to mute my phone. Do that in a second. And then, of course, I've got space brake toggled because, you know, when you're doing these kind of maneuvers, having the space brake bound to something is very nice, especially with it set to engage the booster. So yeah, if I don't want to go ridiculous speeds, I can just give it less throttle. Oh, I love having actual throttle control. I should turn off coupled flight. That's what I should do. Okay. Before we go any farther, what's the default button to turn off coupled flight? Because this isn't something I want to do on the main controls very often, because it might backfire. Coupled flight. Alt-C. Okay. Alright, we are decoupled. We're flying free now. Oh! Okay, we might want to leave the limiter on when we're decoupled. Oh, it does feel really nice, but decoupled is a little dangerous, I think. Especially untethered to a speedometer, or a speed limiter there. We can get to some really high speeds. Especially if we were to set all the thrust, decouple, and no limiter. Yeah, we are at max velocity now. And then if I wanted to go, I don't know, this way. It is doable, but man, is it hard. Okay. I think... Ooh, I've flown too far. I'm trying, game. I'm trying to get back into the thing. Nope, we did not get back into the zone in time. Well, you can see my N50 there. That's fine. It's free flight. That's why we're here.
Origin shipworks at your service. Core system operational.
Okay. So, we'll leave coupled on, but we'll turn off the speed limiter. I think this is the... Oh, it inverted my thing again. I set that to something. There we go. For some reason, this one axis is inverted from the way my brain wants to do it, but I bound a key to flip it, so it's fine. It's good to know that it resets every time. So I get in, I just need to flip the axes with each ship. Not a hard startup sequence. But yeah, with twin stick coupled on, but no speed limiter, this flies really good. Because I have nice control. I let the computer do a lot of the thinking about all the crazy velocity vectors we're working with. Because we are dealing with quite a few vectors simultaneously. Look at that. It feels really good. Okay. Well, I have a general feel for flight. So let's jump over to a different test. Let's try flying something bigger, because I need to fly something between flying that anyways in order to make sure that that ship actually comes back to us, because you'll see here in a second, it won't even be an option. So we'll just go free flight again. Let's go to Dying Star. And then if we go to my origins... Yeah, for some reason you can't select the same ship back to back, which is annoying. What do we want to fly that I own that's nice and big and heavy? I want to fly something with some weight to it. It's always the Freelancer. That's a big boy. Do we take the 600 out? Oh, and my game crashed. Well, you know, alpha. These things happen. This is fine. We're here to learn how to fly properly. So that I can take this into the actual persistent universe and use it. Because if I were to just try to jump in now, I'd end up getting myself killed and losing money. Okay, we're back. Free flight. Dying. Will you let me get my 50 out again? No, you still don't want to let me have my 50. Yeah, we'll take the 400 around for a bit. To map sticks, once we get in, I'll show you where in the interface to map everything. Beautiful. Okay, so to map all of your HOTAS, twin stick, whatever you're gonna do, you go on over here to this thingy, you click advanced, and then you tab this one over till you see joystick and HOTAS, and then you'll set up everything you want through these various panels to give you various axes and whatnot. If something gives you a weird axis, there are a few buttons to invert. Like throttle has an invert option. You just bind that to a button. So forward is forward and things like that. You know, I probably want to leave the speed limiter on for the boat. Just a thought. Maybe this one should keep its speed limiter. Okay, this is an interesting feeling. It has a lot of mass to it, and you can actually feel that mass with twin sticks. Whereas I felt nothing with the M50. Then again, the M50 is like just some engines on with a cockpit strapped onto it, so not really surprised. I didn't really feel any weight with that. But with this, you can feel the weight trying to push it around. I do have lateral thrust bound to the same stick as my throttle. That allows for some more fine-tuning. That one's down, that one's up. I also have vertical on that stick, so I have a lot of intricate maneuvers I can do with my current setup of sticks. Oh, this boat is heavy. Yeah, even at these slow speeds, this thing is slow. Ooh, it comes with missiles. I mean, it makes sense it has missiles. I just never really think about missiles on this thing. Not exactly a ship you take into combat very often, a 400. It's got weapons to defend itself, but that is not its purpose. This is a luxury yacht. We're basically just using this to get a feel for heavy ship flight. Because I do spend a lot of time in my freelancer. Which maybe we should have just taken the freelance route since that's the one I spend the most time in, but I think this being even less maneuverable than a freelancer is a much better field test for big ships. Because I do own the 600 and I plan on buying some even bigger, beefier ships. I want to fly an 890 at some point. I have some plans for an 890 for some interesting things to do. Okay. Well, it flies good, and it feels right. Use space brake to get an even faster stop. Okay, I think it's time we try some real flying. Not quite combat yet. We're not going to jump right into combat. Next up is the racetracks. Yeah, so classic race. Oh, do I not have the... Boo. We don't have some of the newer ones yet. I would have really loved to have done Area 18. It's one of my favorite places. I love New Babbage as well. Alright, let's give this a shot.
One, go.
Oh, right. I forgot to... Wrong button. There we go. Woo! Woo! Okay. Oh, okay. Ah! Okay. We're all right. Good lord. This is a lot different than space flight. We are not going to be setting any records anytime soon in this. As I get the feel for it.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, right below the thrust binding vector, there should be an option to set a button to invert your thrust.
Checkpoint.
Nope. Oh.
Weapon system disabled.
Okay. Blow up.
Origin jumpworks at your service. Core system operational.
We're gonna set to safe flight mode.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some serious practice.
Checkpoint.
We're starting to get the hang of it, though.
Checkpoint.
Hey Celestia, welcome to flight class. We're relearning everything we know about flight, because I have an actual flight setup now.
Checkpoint.
Oh, no!
Stand by for reintegration.
Okay,
Origin checkpoints.
we're okay.
Core system operational.
Checkpoint.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Find the thing.
Checkpoint.
Where's the next one? Up there.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
We're down. Use that vector marker to know where we're going.
Checkpoint.
Trust that you know where the edges of the ship is. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Checkpoint.
Nope, not good. Not good. We lived. Only minor damage.
Lab complete. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Hold on. No, no. There it is.
Checkpoint.
Where are we going? That turn is difficult, to say the least. Like, some of these aren't bad. And then others... Oh, shit.
Stand by for reintegration.
Others, I don't even know where the thing is when I come out of the turns.
Checkpoint.
Oh, I hit something. I hit something. I lost proper torque balance.
Origin checkpoints. At your service.
You know, I might
Operational.
invert one of my things.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
You know, it's funny because I'm actually a pretty good pilot with the mouse and keyboard, and here I am just being awful because I don't understand these. I have to wrap my head around controls that I've not used before.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Oh, we hit one of the barrier thingies. One of the guiding things. Ugh.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
We're okay. We're doing a little bit better.
Checkpoint.
We took some damage. I'm missing something. It's making it harder to fly.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, I'm missing a thruster or a few.
Lab complete.
Well, we did better. I just need to break it and get a new one.
Stand by for reintegration.
Origin jump works.
There we go.
Core system operation.
Now we have better control. That's much better. I was missing a couple of thrusters.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Stand by
Okay,
for
well,
reintegration.
Origin jump works at your service.
maybe we should use the aerodynamics. I was gonna try to treat it like a space maneuver and just use the laterals, but in atmosphere that doesn't exactly work.
Checkpoint.
I do a lot of spinning with this setup, I will say. Trying to get it just right.
Checkpoint.
Probably because I set this up not as an airplane, but as a spacecraft, which means my controls are a little bit
Checkpoint.
different than what I expect them to be during certain maneuvers.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
Okay.
Checkpoint.
Where the hell are we going? Over there. I lost sight of where we were headed, and that threw me off.
Checkpoint. 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 Lab complete.
All right, new best time. We're getting better.
Checkpoint.
Ooh, okay, maybe a little hot.
Checkpoint.
No need to push the throttle that hard.
Checkpoint.
Okay, we're good.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Okay, a little rough on that turn, but we made it without hitting anything.
Checkpoint.
Well, of course I had to say something.
Integration.
Origin shipboards. Other service. Core system operational.
Checkpoint.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Checkpoint.
There are certain parts of this track that I do really well on,
Checkpoint.
and then others, I don't. Yeah, I saw that one coming.
Origin shipboards. At your service. Core
Oh,
system
forgot to
operational.
do the thing again. Yeah, this one's weird to get to from that one.
Checkpoint. 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 Lab complete.
Oh, much better time. Now, let's see if we can't do it without
Checkpoint.
crashing.
Checkpoint.
We're good, we're good.
Checkpoint.
Beautiful.
Checkpoint.
There we go.
Checkpoint.
No. God, it's too much speed.
Origin jump rods at your service.
Oh, come on. Stupid invert didn't work.
Checkpoint.
And now I'm damaged. I'm not getting as much thrust out of some of the nozzles as I should. Yeah, we're sliding because I bumped into stuff. There we go. Okay. Fix the ship. Hey, there you go, Frey.
Checkpoint.
We're all gonna be terrible pilots for a little while. As we all relearn how to fly after flying mouse and keyboard. Although I guess in Frey's case, you won't be so bad since you've not actually flown mouse and keyboard yet.
Checkpoint.
You're learning for the first time with a stick.
Checkpoint.
God, this turn. That turn is rough.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
There it is.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Lab complete.
Okay.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Our best time will be the one where we just don't mess up. Don't need the highest speeds, we just need to not screw up.
Checkpoint.
And I'll call it a good run.
Checkpoint.
That'll do. Not the prettiest, but we got there.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
That was much better. We actually transitioned that one properly.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
There we go. Look at that. Much better. One more lap, and then we'll go do some combat.
Checkpoint.
Try and get the feel for that.
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
Didn't even need space break there. Actually maintained control.
Checkpoint.
We took it wide, but I stayed in control. That was much better. We're really starting to get the feel for this.
Checkpoint.
Really starting to feel like I'm actually controlling this thing and not just wiggling sticks and hoping.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Fuck. Of course I say that and we crash.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
No. Oh. Woo.
Checkpoint.
That was close.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Lap complete.
New best time. All right. Let's go give combat a try, shall we? That was difficult, to say the least. Alright, Pirate Swarm. We'll go back to Broken Moon, I think. Can I take my M50, or do I need to pop into Free Flight and something else real fast? Alright, we need to pop into Free Flight temporarily, just to refresh my ships. Oh, my game just crashed, didn't it? Yep. There it goes. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. Well, maybe we'll be able to get my M50 now. Boot back up. Go do some combat. I have to say it's a lot more work to fly like this, but I do feel like I'm in more control of the ship. So, there is that. Hold on. Thing is being dumb. There we go. Now it'll actually let me be in the menu properly. Alright, let's try this again. Pirates broken. Can I have my M50? No. Alright. Will you let me fly my freelancer for a little bit? Alright. We'll fly the freelancer to make it reset my M50.
Hello.
Yeah, never mind the flickering of my interfaces. Oh, this actually handles really good. Yeah, this thing flies good. I like it. The battle bus. Are these landing pads? What are these? I think these are landing pads. Is it this side or the other side you land on?
Caution. Front collision.
Oh, definitely this side. And I set landing gear to this button.
Landing gear down. Caution. Front collision. Caution. Front collision.
Ooh. Nice and gentle.
Landing successful.
Is it? Because I seem to be spinning. There we go. Hey, look at that. We landed. Okay, well that's not working. Some of this doesn't quite work in Arena Commander, but it wasn't designed for what we're doing, so not really surprised. It's got gravity on these things, though. Yeah, Arena Commander's not the greatest place to test things, because not everything works. Alright, let's go back and try actually doing combat now. Pirate Swarm, Broken Moon, select my M50.
Swarm initiated.
Origin jumpworks at your service. Core system operational.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Contact. 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 Contact.
Ugh.
Contact. 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 Warning. Collision 4. Contact. 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 Shields under attack. Contact.
Keeps doing runs on us. I can't get into a spin with him.
Contact. 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 Contact.
Freaking pirates.
Contact. Contact. Contact.
Oh, shit. I saw that coming too late.
Stand by for reintegration.
Origin jumpworks at your service. Core system operational. Contact. Contact. Warning. Collision.
Whoa, he was coming in hot. Man, he is just running straight through me.
Contact. Shields.
There we go. One down. Stay on him. I'm more maneuverable, I'm faster, and I've got the better weapons.
Hostile eliminated. Warning, collision.
Oh, this is so much better than mouse flight for combat. Once you get the hang of it up here, oh, it is so much better.
Shields under attack.
He's got a Vandal ship. This is gonna be a little harder to take on. He's as maneuverable as I am. Yeah, I got under 3 minutes there at the end, too. At my last lap. It was rough, though. I'm also in one of the most ridiculous ships in the game, so... What is that? He's flying. I wish he'd stay close to me longer. He keeps doing straight runs through.
Shields under attack.
Man, what does he have for shielding? Whatever this is hard to crack. Getting a closer look, I don't think it is a Vandal ship. I think it's something else.
Shields under attack.
There we go, doing some actual damage. God, he gets so much, gets his shields back so fast. Oh, it's a Mist Reliant. That's what this thing is. This is that weird B-Wing looking thing.
Shields under attack.
Luckily, it's got garbage guns compared to mine. Come on. There it is.
Remaining. Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Contact. Contact.
That's Gladius ahead.
Contact. Contact. Warning. Collision 4. Contact.
Oh, we just blew through that Gladius.
Contact.
Funny that the Reliant's more of a threat than the Gladius is here.
Contact. Contact. Warning. Collision 4. Contact. 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 Reload flare.
I can't shake this missile. There it goes.
Contact. Contact. Contact.
Alright, too much stick, too much stick.
Contact. Contact. Hydrogen fuel, 75%. Flares depleted. Contact.
Fuck, I'm out of flares.
Contact.
Alright, I love this little ship, but... stocked it is not. This is not meant for long-term fights like this.
Warning. Collision.
Wow! Okay. Shake the missile. And then come back around and attack.
Contact. 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 Under attack. Contact. Warning. Collision confirmed. Weapon system disabled.
Yeah, they got me with the missiles and I'm out of decoys. This is the part where in the actual universe I would retreat, but I don't really have an option here other than to crash. Okay, we've come to a stop.
Contact.
Alright, let's get a new ship, shall we? Lost the wings to those missiles. Unfortunate. Nothing we can do about it, though.
Stand by for reintegration.
Origin jumpboards at your service. Core system operational.
Got something for you.
My missiles aren't... Oh, I didn't get resupplied. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. New ship does not resupply you. Got it. There we go. Get my lock on to actually work. This might be a bad ship for this particular thing, but we're getting the feel for combat, so that's good. Missing a lot of my readouts right now.
Shields under attack.
Shit.
Warning, collision 4. Hostile eliminated. Hostile eliminated.
Oh, that was brutal. That flip around and just annihilation.
Price for ya.
Warning, collision 4. Shields under attack.
Come on, come on, come back. Okay, we're good, we're good. Now, where the hell's my target? I'm missing most of my HUD here, so I have no idea where these guys are. Why do I keep blacking out so easily? So you avoid missiles with decoys, Frey, but I'm out, so...
Contact.
The default keyboard hotkey for decoys is H.
Trying to dodge that.
Shields under attack.
There it is.
Hostile eliminated.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles found.
See if these resupply me properly.
Contact.
No decoys, unfortunate. Nope, nothing I can do about that. No decoys left. Ah.
Stand by for reintegration.
Origin jump boards at your service. Core system operational.
Oh my god, I'm just instantly under missile fire now.
Warning. Collision 4. Contact. Contact. Contact.
Come here, little Aurora. Only thing as nimble as me, unfortunately. And the G's in this thing are not high enough. Come on. I just can't get on.
Contact. 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 Warning. Collision 4. Hostile eliminated.
There we go.
Contact. 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 Warning. Collision radar. Contact.
Goddamn missiles. Yeah, this ship not exactly the greatest for this. Yeah, we're gonna have a bad time. We're missing a lot of thrusters, missing a wing like that. I love this little ship, but combat vessel it is not. At least not on its own. My 325 does a lot better at this.
Contact. Alert. Weapon systems overheating. Contact. 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 Shield under attack. Contact. Contact.
God damn. This is much harder missing some thrusters.
Contact. 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 Contact.
Come on.
Contact. 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 Shields under attack. Contact. 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 Warning. Collision port. Contact. 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 Contact.
Oh, my arm's actually getting tired. All this maneuvering.
Contact. Warning. Collision 4. Contact. 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 Contact.
Alright. Well, I don't think I'm getting away from this one, but if I could just take one more with me.
Contact. Contact. Contact.
Ugh.
Contact. Contact. Contact.
Yeah, the M50, not a good combat ship. That's what we've learned today.
Contact.
Hard to kill due to its size and speed, but terrible at actually keeping up, because you can blow through those decoys really fast.
Contact. Contact.
Come on, we can do it. I got this. One more.
Contact. 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 Contact.
Got him!
Eliminated. Contact.
Another one down. Oh, there it is. There's the missiles. Ah. Well, we did pretty good. I have to say, I need significant practice in order to do this properly. But, hey, we learned how to fly better. Oh, my hand actually hurts. Not gonna lie, my hand hurts from gripping the stick. Oh. That is a lot. Oh. But it is a lot better control than the mouse ever gave me. And I feel like I've got better throttle control as well. It feels better. I will say that. Now, as for the rest of the things that we do in the game, that I'm not so sure. But for the purposes of flying, it's really, like, in combat, it's really, really nice. Landing, maybe not so much. But hey, I've still got the mouse set up good, so I can always default to that if I'm struggling for any reason. With, like, a landing. You know, it's not like we do a whole lot of hot landings or anything, so it should be fine. Do we run a cargo mission? Do we run the risk of trying this? Because there is a ship I need to go. I need to go pick up my M50 from New Babbage. Do we go do that? And bring it back to where I'm supposed to be? Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's see if the universe is wanting to like us today. And we'll try actually flying my ships. Okay. Oh, a little laggy on getting up, but we're up. Turn off chat, don't need it. Let's see here. No inventory, that's not a good sign. Hmm. Huh, turn the lights off in here now. That's neat. Inventory? Inventory, there we go. Okay. Well, first of all, let's get into a more appropriate bit of equipment for going on a space adventure. They don't have any quick equips just yet, so we gotta do this piece by piece. Where's the hat that goes with this one? Is it? Oh, it's in the backpack, isn't it? Yeah, this is not a good sign. Alright, there's my hat. Now let's refresh the inventory. There we go. Always carry a pistol. You'll never know when you might need it. A few extra magazines. Couple of med pens. And an oxy pen. Couple of glow sticks in case we find ourselves in a situation where I need some light. And I think we're good. Okay. Non-combat gear equipped. Let's go attempt to go pick up one of my ships that is currently stranded way over on New Babbage. Which is not where we want it to be. Well, good to see the NPCs are at least moving. I don't know what he's doing, but he's moving. Oh, look at this. The terminals. They're not all broken. Could also be that nobody comes here on this particular server. A little hard to tell.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
All right. Let's drive. What do we want to drive to go over there? Let's take the 600. I never drive this thing. Because we're going to get my M50. Which, unfortunately, my M50 has custom equipment on it. So I can't just claim it. So I actually have to go get the thing.
Your vehicle has been
Hangar
delivered
10.
to the
Wow,
following location.
that's working a lot better than before. Okay. These are good signs. Very good signs for a potential Saturday adventure. Yeah, she's not painted the way I want, but there's a bug with paints right now, so my good paints are currently missing. The dev team is working on it. It's highly inconvenient because, you know, money, but it's not game breaking, it's just really disappointing, so they are working on it. More than likely what they'll do is they'll just end up giving us all a couple of the paints for this one and call it a day. I do love this ship. I just wish it, you know, had a purpose. Right now it's a really fancy space taxi. It's also missing a lot of the quality of life things that some of the newer ships have gotten. Am I gonna teleport? Oh, I'm actually sitting down this time. Nice.
Origin jumpworks at your service. Core system operational.
Okay. Let's get ourselves dialed in.
Thank you, and please visit again. You are clear to launch.
Launch complete. Warning.
Whoa.
Collision
Uh-oh.
report.
Is it doing the thing again? Oh, it did this before. Alright. We're just gonna... We're just gonna get out. Just gonna get out. If we can. Well, the good news is, well, that's not my spot. What? And I'm okay now? What? Is the ship still freaking out? Yes, very much yes. Okay. Come on. This ship might be slightly cursed in this particular update. All I want to do is go get my ship. Come on. Perfect. Yep, that's normal. Definitely normal. That's going in the what the fuck is happening video that's coming at some point. Every time I get one of these kind of glitchy things, I'm just gonna start making a bunch of compiling all of these, because what even? I don't even know what to do with that. But that's the second time the 600i has freaked out when I tried to get in it. So 600i, you are now banished to the realm of not flown anytime soon, because you are very clearly cursed. I have no idea what's up with that thing, but it is definitely cursed right now. Oh, let's just take the 400. As much as I'd hate to put it all the way over there, because then I gotta go get it again later. At least it works better than the 600 does.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 6. Got it. There we go. The other big Origin ship that I own. Slightly smaller. Fulfills the same role in the game as the 600, but with a smaller crew and a, quite honestly, sexier design. I especially love the forward cargo bay. Yeah, we'll pop that down in a second because I love this ship. The forward cargo bay for hover bikes is amazing. I love this. This is so cool. Hey, look at this. Store a bike in here. Or, yeah, I don't know, you could have some combat troops ready to go or something. Sneak them in this bay where they're all hanging out, and when you get to where you're going, you deploy it, and they think you're deploying out, you know, your speeder bike or something, and Out comes a bunch of armed dudes just deployed out onto the field. This ship in particular would be great as like a Trojan horse kind of deal where you sneak it in and because it's a luxury ship and then it deploys a bunch of people. Also love that the entrance is that super awesome walkway thing. Okay, that's still glitchy. These are still glitchy. This ship has its own problems, but at least it flies last time I used it. Unlike the 600 that wants to become part of the floor. Alright, let's remap our path because it resets every time that happens. I love that. That's a wonderful bug. I cannot wait for the new galaxy map thing. Star map.
You are clear to launch.
Launch complete.
Alright, we are twin stick flying.
Raised.
Oh, right, I have to invert. I'll get used to that sequence of buttons eventually. Look at that. No throttle control, this is all stick control.
Thank you, and please visit again.
All with stick. Okay, aim at our target.
Quantum drive activated.
Beautiful. All done from the sticks. I love that. It's such a nice control interface. And now we just cruise over the longest distance in the game. But it is giving us a chance to test flight controls in a realistic environment, letting me test out landings. We already had a very gentle takeoff. And now we just kind of ride along through the galaxy to get to our destination. And this is also where I get those awesome screenshots that I make the thumbnail out of. So while we're in space like this. God, this is such a beautiful ship. I love it. This is one of my favorite ships now. Just look how sexy that thing is. And the way that it cuts through the quantum space because it's got the prow at the front. It looks like it's actually, you know, plowing through space-time to get where we're going. The stabilizers have little fin trails as we're carving our way through. Oh, it's just so beautiful. And it's all glass along the top. Like, it feels like an actual sailing vessel, but in space. And I love that it's like this. Like, it feels like an actual modern yacht, but, you know, in space. Because everything's better in space. Yeah, here's hoping the game likes us enough to get us where we're going. If we have any technical difficulties, I'll just call it there and go struggle not on stream with the inability to accomplish anything. I love how much quantum fuel this thing can carry. It gets around. Because it's just got so much fuel, and its default quantum drive is so powerful. Like, it's one of the faster stock quantum drives. Like, I could upgrade it, but there's not much I can do to upgrade it. It's basically at its limits. The M50 is kind of the same way. It comes with one of the top-end quantum drives, and the irony is it's actually not worth my money to buy the better quantum drive for the M50. Because it's like 60,000 credits for the better drive, and it doesn't change much. Like, it gets a little bit faster to get where I'm going, but I actually get less overall range with the Atlas over the other one because of the size of my craft. So it's a very interesting thing. The performance one is actually better in that particular craft than the Atlas. I mean, technically the Atlas would be better overall because it is faster in the quantum time, which means both of them get me across the entire Stanton system, but the Atlas would get me there faster while also still needing to refuel after the biggest jumps, which is Microtech to which one is it? Microtech to where? Yeah, Microtech to ArcCorp is the biggest jump, which is what we're doing right now. These are technically the two farthest major locations. Yet, officially, this one's farther. But you also can't get to Micro L3 from Microtech. It's like you can't get to any of the threes from the planet that it is. So yeah, it's technically farther, but you can't actually get there. And pretty sure the same thing for Arc 5. Although you might be able to hit that one. So technically Arc 5 would be farther. The farthest distance between 2 points in the game, but realistically you're not headed to one of those directly from one of these often. And your measurement really should be major city to major city anyways, since you're usually trying to go to a major city to do something anyways. Now you might go station to station, but if you're going around to the various smaller stations, you're probably a trader anyways, in which case you're running something like a freelancer with the better drives anyways, and you really don't care. The fighters are the more limited ones, where you want to be able to make sure that in a fighter you can make it from planetary system to planetary system without any problem. As long as your fighters can make it that far, then you're pretty much good. Your haulers and carry ships and all that other nonsense, they have enough by default. You just got to get them there, which is why most fighters have Atlas drives. Is what people end up putting in them. because the Atlas drive will get you to the location you're trying to go. Pretty much guaranteed with the fighters. It's the most efficient size 1 quantum. Not the fastest, most efficient. Stretches out your fuel the most. You can go quite a bit faster, but you are not making this journey in that with the faster one. That would be good on the M50. If you could put the M50 inside another craft, you could put the fastest quantum drive on it, and then you could deploy the M50 remotely from your attack vector in like a squadron formation and have them all quantum in simultaneously, drop on your target, and keep the mothership out of the line of fire, at least for the opening. Alright, we gotta cycle the drive, because it will get grumpy otherwise. Bring our nose around to our next target. Bring the drive back online. And bring us in. I don't think we're gonna have a daytime landing. I think we're unfortunately gonna be in the dark. Yeah. Oh, well, it's sunset. We might have a little bit of light. Might be sunrise, actually. Nope, it is sunset. Unless this planet spins backwards. I guess that's an option. If no rule says planets must spin east. Although we're facing southwest, now that the quantum is done messing with us. Where is the... Where's the port? It's the one downside of coming here at night. It's trying to find the actual landing zone. There it is. Oh, right. I'm wondering why it wouldn't turn. It's not because it's not turning. It's because I'm flying a boat. This is not the most maneuverable of craft. I love that I can actually variable the thrust, though. Like, just with my hand motion, like, I can fine-tune it. Hey, Frank. I mean, we're currently landing at New Babbage for our first attempted twin-stick landing at an actual spaceport. So far, it's going pretty good. We're mostly just flying around through Quantum and talking about what drives you need to put in which ships. I'm here to pick up my M50, which should have enough gas to get all the way back. I don't think there's anything stored in this ship, and if there's nothing stored in this ship, I'm just gonna claim it back to my home station when we get back. I'll just let it take its 35 minutes to arrive. I don't care. It's not a combat ship. I don't need it for anything. It's just my big space taxi. If I had enough room in this thing to put a ship inside of it, I'd just land and go get the M50 and put the M50 in this thing. I mean, I say that, I'm pretty sure the M50 would actually fit in this, but I need other people around to help test that one. Much like I want to try to put the M50 on the back of a Constellation at some point. I need more people for that. Not that the Constellation wants to let me get in the snub fighter to get the one that's attached to it off anyways, but... Oh yeah, definitely get in there. Do the actual, like, if you have a combat ship, do the pirate swarm or whatever, and just start learning combat. Because even if you don't plan on being a combat pilot, you'll get into combat. Yeah, I made it to wave 3. I've beaten it before on mouse and keyboard, but that was with my 325. So, you know, that's quite a bit more firepower than the M50 carries, so that might have something to do with it. I'll have to try again with the twin sticks, with maybe the 325 with proper equipment. I have to rent out the attrition 3s again, or is it attrition 4s? I think they're 4s. The 325 carries some big guns for what it is. Call for a ride, or call for a,
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, where is my landing bay? Yeah, there's also the controls. There's a lot of settings you can do in the game and with your actual control sticks themselves to get the feel for it. It also might be that you just have a very nimble ship. I don't know what ship you were flying. I know my M50 is incredibly nimble, so it just rotates. And there's not a whole lot I can do about that. That's just how the ship is. No, no, no. This way. This is what we wanted. Lateral movements. Get us level, line us up, point there. Turn the lights on so I can maybe see through this stupid snow. Bring us level. Try to flatten us out here. Bring down the gear.
Warning, collision stern. Landing gear deployed.
Whoop.
Warning,
We're
collision
okay.
stern.
We're okay. This thing is a boat. And I'm trying to do it all first person.
Warning, collision 4.
Turn off the lights now that I'm inside so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. No, no, no. Back up. Down.
Landing complete.
Success!
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Alright. Slightly clip the hangar bay coming in. But, hey, we don't fly this thing ever. Ignore that gibberish. Is there anything in the ship? Nothing is in the ship. Fantastic. Means I have no repercussions for recalling it. Let's take the ladder down. It's safer. we can safely recall this ship and not lose anything, we will do that. Ramp access. I feel like some sort of extra fancy person whenever that I board and debark this thing. It's just so excessive and beautiful. I love this ship. Alright, let's go put this one away, get the M50 out, and go back home. Alright. Make sure to do this one from slightly far away, because these terminals are in a stupid spot, and you'll grab stuff off your own chest if you're not careful. Store the 400. And retrieve my
Vehicle
M50.
selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Oh, well. It was working really well when we started. Oh, there it goes. 3.
Please
Hangar
exit
3.
again.
Here we are, with my actual M50. Complete with attrition 1s and arrows for maximum damage output. Look at these beautiful things. Look at these things. I love these rockets. They're so powerful. Ridiculous amounts of power packed in those things. These huge laser repeaters. Just absolutely beautiful. Super powerful gun. Love it. You should see the size of the one on my 325s when I get those. God, those things are massive, and that's a medium ship. Alright, we're gonna call for a full restock, just to be on the safe side.
Operational.
Because when I lost this, I was in the middle of running combat missions. So, we, were using things at the time.
100%.
Alright, let's also get us queued up for our return flight. We live on Arc 1. Wild Forest Station, if I can get it to trigger, there we go. Make sure that's steadied.
Launch complete. Landing gear raised.
This ship will turn off the limiter, because we don't need it. Actually, we'll leave it on for exit, and we'll turn it off once we're out of the hangar bay. Oh, right. Hit the invert button. Alright, we're free. So we can boost. We need to get up to about 15 kilometers, and we can go to Quantum.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Alright, that should be high enough. Spool up the drive and bring us over. Once we slow down a little bit so we get some control here.
Quantum
Alright, and now for our long journey home.
Quantum drive activated.
It's very nice that this ship has enough quantum fuel and a powerful enough quantum drive to make this journey, so I can very easily go recover my ship if it DCs me while flying it. But, you know, it's still quite a bit slower than the 400 is. Its top speed in quantum is quite a bit lower than the 400, so it's going to take a bit longer than it took us to get over here. But hey, then we have our ship back. And if it stays stable, maybe we'll go run a bounty mission when we get home. Take the 125 out. Since the M50's got the fun toys on it. Well, maybe I'll take the M50. I'll just take the M50. What could possibly go wrong? I live next to... We'll stop at our home station, so it counts that as the last place we were. Just in case we die. Or we DC. I recover back to my home instead of some other random place. And then I have to journey all the way back. God, that's awful when that happens. But yeah, we'll touch home base, then we'll see about a bounty mission after a refuel, and we'll go from there. Because then if anything happens, DC or death, we end up back at our home station. I can recall the... At that point, if we lose the M50, I'll just claim it, because then I gotta go buy the guns again, which thankfully are next to my house. You buy the laser weapons on Hurston, and I think it's Her 3? Yeah, Her 3 sells the, so this one sells my laser weapons, and this one sells my rockets. So, super convenient proximity to my home. I can easily go pick those up again, and I don't even use the missiles that often. We swap to missiles here. I think that's this button? This button. Yeah. See, I've only got 2 shots, so... Don't exactly use those missiles very often on this craft, but when I have a need for them, like I'm fighting something big and beefy and slow, I can drop 2 arrows on somebody and do some significant damage to their ship. Helps deal with the bigger, beefier targets with heavy shielding, that if I can just get in a blind spot and drop 2 missiles on them real quick. Very, very nice. But mostly I just rely on my guns, because I have the best guns. In terms of Alpha Strike, well, not Alpha Strike, in terms of overall DPS, just the attritions are hands down one of the best guns. Now, technically, kinetic weapons do more damage, and have a higher DPS. However, a kinetic weapon has ammunition. And, laser weapons do not. So, that's kind of my reasoning for carrying those over kinetics. Especially on such a small craft, I do not have a lot of room for bullets. And one of these days, bullets and things like that are going to have mass in the game, and actually slow down my ship. So... even more reason to not carry them over, you know, laser weapons. Now, there are craft that it is not just viable, it'd probably be preferable to have kinetics. What's that one? There's one that's just absolutely a monster. It's got, like, weird nutcracker wing thruster things. That ship is ridiculously powerful, especially if you put kinetics on it. Because it just has so many guns firing that you just cannot get away from the firing arcs. It's so powerful. It's got like 3 gunners and a pilot with guns. It's just ridiculous. It's up there with the Hammerhead in terms of just violent attack craft. A Hammerhead's another one that'd be great to have kinetics on. Because it's just big and bulky anyways, so you might as well take the extra firepower. But aside from those very select, like, purpose-built vehicles, your standard pilot should probably be running repeaters, because most light fighters just don't have the capacity for ammo that, you know, some of those bigger, heavier, like, heavy fighters and the heavy combat ships are, you know, built to carry, because they're big and slow anyways. A light fighter, definitely better with energy weapons. If for nothing else than the ammo capacity, just being infinite. Whereas, with the kinetics, well, you're limited, and with a small craft, especially something as small as an M50, I don't have a whole lot of room for bullet.
Quantum fuel, 75%.
I'm actually surprised it's at 75. I thought it would be lower than this. By this far of the journey. This thing's quantum drive is really good. I also do love that the MFDs on the M50 actually have all the information in view while you're flying. Like, I can see all 4 main panels without having to do anything. Unlike my 325, where I have 2 of them, and they default to, you know, the bottom 2 on this particular craft instead of the top 2. Just not helpful. Yeah, it's great to know that where my energy and stuff is, but I'd also like to know if I've taken too many bullets and I'm about to die, if I'm missing wings and things like that, and where the hell my targets are. And what my target is. This one's a lot more like, hey, here's the relevant information. Now, in a craft like the 315, I could see that being a better layout, where it's like, you don't really care you care about your current status and targets if you have them. But on your day-to-day basis, you don't really care, because it's not a combat ship. That's not what it's for. And, you know, you want to know other information, like, how's your power going? What allocations do I need to adjust? Because we gotta scan for locations. Although I guess the 315 is more of a, we found a new system and you're going to quantum scout it. It's kind of its purpose. It's the forward scout vessel, along with the one, is it a 115? Because I know it's a 125 is the combat variant. I think it's a 115 is the exploration one. Oh no, it's a cargo one. That's right, yeah. Because you've got, well, yeah, it's a cargo, plane, and are there 4? Are there 4 100 series Origin ships? I think there might be 4. I don't blank it on the numbers. I only have the 125 because it's kind of it's my emergency backup ship. If everything, when things are live and insurance is real, and we actually start losing money, if I ever find myself in a very bad situation where I do not have the money to fix any of my ships, like, I cannot risk taking anything out at all without it gone forever. My fallbacks, I've got a couple of lifetime insurance ships, and one of those is my 125. And my 125 is one of those ships because it's specifically there as everything went wrong. I am in a terrible situation. I need to recover. And it's the starter ship. It's bare bones. It's very good at getting around Stanton on its own. And at this point, I'm pretty sure Stanton's going to be our starting system. When the game goes live. Whenever that is. And yeah, just the 125 is a very versatile ship. The only thing it's lacking is cargo, but I have a lifetime insurance freelancer if I wanted to run cargo. The problem of running cargo is you need capital to invest in the first place. So if I find myself in a situation where I'm just fucking broke, that's where the 125 comes in, because the 125 can run bounties, which pay good money, doesn't cost me a whole lot to fuel and arm the thing, and I can start recovering enough capital to run trade again. And once I'm running trade, I'm making enough money, if I'm doing the right trade deals anyways, I'm making enough money per cycle that I can buy back everything I'm missing, get all my ships back from the insurance companies, get insurance all paid off, get everything caught up, and get back to going again. So I can fly things like my 600 and my 400 and eventually the 890. Go on crazy adventures where I send a 315 out into deep, dark space and we hope I find something. Like, stuff like that is the end game, but in the event that I run out of capital to keep going, I've got the 125. And we are finally arriving at our destination. Well, stop one of our destination travel. We're finally over here in the right area. As I mostly talk to myself as we fly. Only about 100,000 kilometers left to go. And then we're... Well, it's a small skip from here. We just have to let the quantum cool down. Cycle it.
Quantum drive deactivated.
There we go. The cooldown is super fast on this ship, too. Even for such a long trip, because it's so small.
Quantum drive activated.
Alright, yeah, we do have our velocity limiter on, which is good for coming into a station.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Alright, quantum off. Rotate us to normal. Pitch up and throttle up. Turn the limiter on. Yeah, maybe not. Just see it. There we go. Now limiter on. And then throttle all the way up. Full throttle, but with the limiter set to just below the red line. So that we don't overshoot the station on arrival. Alright, we're in the armistice zone, which is good. Start to throttle back.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Call for a landing pad.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we go. Come on. Bring it over. Bring it up slightly. Bring her in gently.
Landing gear deployed.
This thing is so touchy. I mean, it's a fighter jet, so what do we expect? But
Landing complete.
nailed it. Okay.
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Now, first of all, let's do a quick refuel. Excellent. All right.
Weapons deactivated.
Refuel complete. Let's get changed into bounty hunting attire. We also need to eat. What we'll do is we'll take off the hat, put that in the backpack. Did we eat the smoothie? The smoothie's really good. Excellent. And, I don't think there's any trash bins around, so here's what we'll do. Perfect. Look, there's no trash bins in the hangar, and I needed to eat. So, let's take off... Oh, wait, we need to put the multi-tool into this backpack as well. And then the rest of this can come off. We're actually going to get changed out of this flight suit. We want this one, this hat. No sidearm, just us in a suit. So that if I lose anything, it's just the ship and its components, not my personal armament, because we're going to be doing ship combat anyways, so there's absolutely no reason to bring personal firearms of any kind.
Origin jump works at your service.
Alright, let's find us a job.
Operational.
We'll do one contract. Well, we'll take the mercenary one, because that one is just always on. Where's Blue Jack? That's Crusader, right? Where is Walla? Is Walla Hurston? No? Walla an ArcCorp one? Walla is ArcCorp. Alright. Yeah, we'll do a local one. Look, if they had trash bins, I'd use them, Frey. They didn't have any. This is their fault. Contract call to arms. That's just for collateral kills. Um, contracts, they're being real slow. What am I doing with Crusader? Crusader likes me. Microtech likes me more. Hurston doesn't care. Probably because I haven't done anything for them. These guys, unfortunately, I haven't been able to help them very much. Mostly I just hang out with the bounty hunters. Well, I want to run a mission, but our mission won't show up. Give it a few minutes here, see if it catches up to us. See if getting out helps. See if I can wake up the Moby Glass to give me a mission here. Come on, give me a bounty mission. I accepted one, but it's not showing up. We don't want this. This is a player. I'm pretty sure. Hey, there it goes. Alright. Let's see. So he said he was around Walla? Oh, why am I not getting proper tracking? Where is my last known location? It's supposed to tell me where he was last, so I have somewhere to go. Wreck site on Walla, but it doesn't tell me where with the map. Alright, we'll head to Walla in the meantime, and then hope it figures it out while we're traveling.
You are clear to launch.
Launch complete. Landing gear raised.
Alright, well, or I need to get over here, so I can actually get line of sight back to Ark.
Please visit again.
Beautiful. Bring us to a nice steady position. Spool up the drive. And we're away. There we go. We got a last known position. That's what we're looking for. We'll adjust our pathing while we're flying. Beautiful. Alright, now we have pathing. Yeah, servers are running a little bit extra slow right now, so we'll just do one of these just to see what it's like with the sticks, and then we'll probably just call it there and hope they throw a couple more patches at it before Saturday, and then I'm probably going to spend a lot of Saturday playing, because, well, I have all this fancy equipment, I want to use it. I love that you have to warp past your target sometimes to get to them. It's like, yeah, I gotta go all the way down to the planet before I can go to the planet's moon so that I can dial into this guy. So I just passed him, and he has no idea I'm coming. I also gotta practice more with the buttons. That being said, with this particular ship, I don't really need the missiles very often, so it's kind of okay that I don't have the button for missiles memorized just yet.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Let's see if he's gonna make me actually cycle it or not. Nope, didn't need to cycle it. Fantastic.
Activated.
I love how good it just feels so good to control with twin sticks on this. Oh, tell me he's out in the day side of this, or at least lit up where he's at. Hate to have to do this battle at night time. It's terrible for video.
Quantum drive activated.
Yeah, it's dark over here. Unfortunate.
Quantum drive deactivated.
No, you'll be able to see the blip when I get close to him. Get a bit more speed here. And get on over to him. Come on, get him on radar.
Contact.
There's our target.
Warning, collision 4. Quantum. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4.
was easy. Get up to about 10, and it should be jumping range. Oh, yeah, it should be high enough to go into quantum. That was a nice, easy mission. We, kind of blew them up in 2 passes. It's the problem with starting out every time, is we don't have a lot of difficult missions this early, but I also don't want to take too many risks with the servers being the way they are, so that is fine. Alright, let's go ahead and go park, and I'm gonna call it there for tonight. We'll do more of this on Saturday. If everything stays at least this stable, we'll do this again Saturday. We'll do a lot of missions. We'll just do missions all day.
Quantum drive activated.
Because now I got my M50 back. I know I can take on the low-risk threats with the M50 without too much of a problem, because I can restock on a regular basis. Being around all these stations to just land, resupply, and get myself back into the fight in between battles. Unlike our attempt in the pirate thingy, I just ran out of decoys, and that was the end of my ship, because they have a lot of missiles. But yeah, we'll do more of this, because it is getting more stable, and I've got the twin sticks to fly now. And man, it is so, like, precise. The dialing in for those the shots with the lag pip. Oh, it's so good. Like, you just put it right on him and fire. As soon as it zooms in, you just open fire on him. And just dump an entire mag of attrition into him. Just done. Delete all these lower threat targets. If I make enough money, I'll start taking the risk and do even higher risk threats, but, like, we barely got a hold of the, we're barely getting these guys to accept us as it is. The bounties are not being super cooperative. Hopefully the servers get a bit of a patch in the next couple of days here, and Saturday it'll work a little better. I'll try to come up with a new thumbnail for each day as well, because I've got some pretty shots of ships I can use. I might end up reusing pretty quickly, unless I get a few more shots in. I've only got a couple of pretty shots, but I'll try to cycle them. Alright, we gotta cycle the drive, because it's doing the thing. And we're back home.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Drive off. Nose up for clearance. Bring us on in. Get us up to maybe like 500 for the approach here. We can do that safely and slow down in time. If I could trust the people in this game in chat, I'd turn the chat back on so we could hear people and see what's going on in the world, but people tend to be pretty awful in this game's chat, so I tend to just keep it off.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, we got this one. God, this thing is so twitchy. There we go.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Nailed it. Perfect landing. No issues.
Landing complete.
Love it. Let's restock before I forget to when I come back. No, not gonna let me? Oh, now I'm getting contracts. Alright, it's not letting me restock. That's fine. I'll do it later. Let's go put the ship away. I love this little thing. It is so fun to fly. It's literally my smallest ship, but it is so much fun to fly, and it is so deadly with those attritions on. Those are such deadly weapons. The bigger versions on my larger ships are even worse for just ripping through people. They're kind of like the attritions are specially made to overheat, so you can really dump ammo into somebody when you have a clean shot like that and just not worry about it, because they're designed to go overheated and just fire even harder.
Welcome.
Alright, so let's put the M50 away. Store. And this will also give me a chance to claim the 400. It's 35 minutes to wait for it. Oh, and claims are being broken. Oh, hey, it worked. Cool. Alright, in over half an hour, my 400 will have journeyed back here for me. Very convenient. I don't have to go fly all the way back to get it. But I think that is a good place for us to wrap today. Let me get changed back into my I'm not going to space right now clothes. Come on, snap. There we go. Always wear a jacket. It's cold out here in space. Where are my good boots? The gray. Yeah. Or do I like the orange? It's not letting me take the boots back off. There we go. Yeah, those look better. I like the orange better. And there, yeah. That's our normal, not going into space to do anything risky outfit. We're in more casual, chilling out clothes if we take one of the fancy ships and go down to ArcCorp and walk around or something like that kind of outfit. But for now, I think that's gonna be about all. Like I said, we will probably do this again on Saturday, because I do want to play more. But the server's being a little bit laggy. Contracts are taking a bit to load, so we'll probably just give it a few more days before we put an extended period of time into it on stream. But yeah, for now, that's going to be about all. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye!